Just like the first one, the vice presidential debate wasn't the most professional event ever. It was filled with awkward and weird moments for us to enjoy and laugh at. So let's get straight into the video. Number 1. The Fly. The star of this debate was definitely the fly that loved to rest on the hair of Vice President Mike Pence, and just kept sitting and flying around him. This was an absolutely amazing and awkward moment because the moderator either didn't notice or didn't know what to say.
I must tell you, this presumption that you hear consistently from Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, that America is systemically racist, and that, as Joe Biden said, that he believes that law enforcement has an implicit bias against minorities, is a great insult to the men and women who serve in law enforcement. And I want everyone to know, who puts on the uniform of law enforcement every day.
As you can see, the fly just landed on his hair and decided to stay there for a while. It didn't move and was such a distraction from what was actually being discussed. This fly is now the most famous fly in United States history.
And President Trump and I stand with you. And it is remarkable that when Senator Tim Scott tried to pass a police reform bill, brought together a group of Republicans and Democrats, Senator Harris, you got up and walked out of the room. And then you filibustered Senator Tim Scott's bill on the Senate floor that would have provided new accountability, new resources. But we don't have to choose between supporting law enforcement, improving public safety, and supporting our efforts.
Number 2. Interruptions. This was one of many interruptions that happened during this debate. And it was because Kamala Harris brought up a point about how Trump didn't tell the public about the coronavirus because he wanted them to, quote, remain calm.
The vice president is the head of the task force and knew on January 28th how serious this was. And then, thanks to Bob Woodward, we learned that they knew about it. And then when that was exposed, the vice president said, when asked, well, why didn't y'all tell anybody? He said, because the president wanted people to remain calm.
Well, let's get
so no, but Susan, this is important.
Susan,
I want to add,
but
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
I have to
I'm speaking.
Mike Pence tried to interrupt her and so did the moderator. However, she set down her foot and didn't let anyone interrupt her point while she was speaking. Number 3. Tax bill. Coming up next, we have a clip of Kamala bringing up a point that makes the VP quite awkward, and that's that Donald Trump passes the tax bill to benefit the top 1% of all Americans.
On the issue of the economy, I think there couldn't be a more fundamental difference between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Joe Biden believes you measure the health and the strength of America's economy based on the health and the strength of the American worker and the American family. On the other hand, you have Donald Trump, who measures the strength of the economy based on how rich people are doing, which is why he passed a tax bill benefiting the...
Kamala also brings up a good point, saying that this bill caused over $2 trillion in losses that the American people are going to have to pay.
Top 1% and the biggest corporations of America, leading to a $2 trillion deficit that the American people are going to have to pay for. On day one, Joe Biden will repeal that tax bill. He'll get rid of it.
Number 4. Tax bill continued. Here we have a clip of Kamala saying that Joe Biden made it clear that he wants to lower taxes for less fortunate people. However, Mike Pence thinks that by removing the tax bill passed by Trump, this would do the complete opposite.
I think this is supposed to be a debate based on fact and truth. And the truth and the fact is, Joe Biden has been very clear. He will not raise taxes on anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year.
He said he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts.
Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking.
Well, wait.
I'm speaking.
It'd be important if you said the truth. Joe Biden said twice in the debate last week that he's going to repeal the Trump tax cuts. That was tax cuts that gave the average working family $2,000 in a tax break every single year. Senator,
she even chuckles when the VP tells her that Trump's bill does the opposite and offers a $2,000 tax break to lower income families. Who do you think is in the right?
That is absolutely not true. That
is he only going to repeal part of the Trump tax cuts?
If you don't mind letting me finish, we can then have a conversation, okay?
Please.
Okay.
Number 5. Trump's taxes. Kamala was shocked, to say the least, when she heard that Donald Trump only paid $750 in taxes for 1 year. And this is what she had to say about it.
Because of great investigative journalism, that Donald Trump paid $750 in taxes. When I first heard about it, I literally said, you mean $750,000? And it was like, no, $750.
So in conclusion, at least this debate was way more civil and not as chaotic as the presidential debate. But who do you think won, and why? Leave your answers in the comments below. And with that said, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, drop us a like and subscribe for more videos like this in your inbox. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.